Shri Pramod Mahajan.
Sir, Y2K year 2000 problem has been receiving the attention of the government during the years 1998 and 1999. This problem is associated with computer and computer-based systems and results from an industry-wide practice of representing the years with only 2 digits instead of 4. For example, specifying 96 instead of 1996. This practice was widespread from 1996 to 1998 to save the disk and memory space when these resources were relatively expensive. When used, these 2 digits representation can cause the system to interpret the year 2000 as 1900 and years 2001 and 2002 as 1901 and 1902 respectively. The miscalculation could create serious problems in those date-sensitive applications such as reservation systems, ticketing, banking operations, and insurance. The Y2K problem is all-pervasive for its effects. It affects the hardware, software, communication subsystems, and all digital systems having embedded system. The government has sensitized all the concerned ministries and departments, agencies, and organizations in public and private sector about Y2K problem and the need for remedial measures necessary for achieving Y2K readiness. The awareness campaign includes advertisement in newspapers, magazines, television, radio, and direct mailers highlighting the impact of Y2K. A facilitation desk and a website has been created to disseminate the information about Y2K problem. An important incentive granted by the government was provision to provide for deduction in computing the profits and gains of a business or profession or any expenditure incurred wholly or exclusively to make existing computer systems Y2K compliant for the year 1999 and 2000. The government also permitted the various ministries, departments, and agencies to spend to their 3% of their budget for Y2K preparedness. The government further mandated that all companies must declare their status of Y2K preparedness in their quarterly and annual reports. The Committee of Secretaries has also been receiving the status of Y2K readiness of 11 critical sectors, namely banking and finance, insurance, telecommunication, power, civil aviation, railways, petroleum and natural gas, sports, space, atomic energy, and defense. The overall assessment is that a high degree of Y2K readiness has been achieved by these sectors, and the third-party audit has been also carried out. The contingency plan is also in place. 2 of the priority sectors, namely civil aviation and power, have been reviewed by the foreign consultants through International Civil Aviation Organization and World Bank. These experts have completed the audit, and their draft report certifies the Y2K readiness of these 2 sectors at par with international standards. The Government of India had set up a high-level action force on managing impact of Y2K problem in India with representatives from the government, industry, associations, banks and financial institutions, railways, defense service, utility and other public service organizations as members. The action force in October 1999 submitted its report, which was widely disseminated. The action force has also been closely monitoring the progress of Y2K readiness in all sectors at the national level. The state governments have also an important role to play at this critical stage of Y2K readiness process, because many of the sectors involving a direct interface with the public are in the purview of the state government. The Prime Minister has addressed the letters to Chief Ministers of all the states and union territories, advising them of the importance of Y2K readiness and to initiate necessary remedial action. The Ministry of Information Technology is setting up a national control room at the headquarters of National Informatics Center at New Delhi. They will closely coordinate and work with the sectoral control rooms of the various ministries of Government of India and will operate from 20th December to 3rd January. All the state governments have also been requested to set up control room in their state capitals and district headquarters to provide information and technical support. I want to reassure all the honorable members of this august House that the government has spared no effort to ensure the Y2K readiness of all sectors so that public is not put to inconvenience on the account of this man-made problem. We are watching the situation very closely and all concerned sectors are continuously monitoring, checking and rechecking their state of preparedness so that the rollover to the new millennium is smooth.